Hey my lovies, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing amazing. Your girl is here with a episode review. Now this is for Celebrate Sistas season 6. This is episode 2 titled Full Circle Moments, and we're going to do a review for the episode because I didn't do it previously. Now the episode basically starts off where episode 1 left off, where Andy is bringing home Danny and they're having a conversation, basically just about the whole Gary situation, her drinking situation, and she's questioning Andy to say, when are you going to leave Gary? Is it going to be after the divorce or before the wedding? Now, we know that so far in this season, Andy has been putting her foot down. Like she's not with the bullshit anymore when it comes to Gary. Like she's standing up to everybody, and I like that for her. Like it took a while, but she's finally getting there, and I appreciate that for her. Now, let's go back to Danny. So Danny gets home, and guess who's there? What's his name? Jonah. His name is Jonah. I think I called him Logan in a previous episode, and somebody informed me that he's Jonah. Yeah, I don't even remember his name, but his name is Jonah. And he's there. He's upset. He's upset at the fact that Danny had him arrested, and well, he wasn't arrested. He got ran over. So he's arrested now though, but he got ran over before. So he came back, I'm guessing, to get revenge on Danny for running him over. Apparently Danny did not do such a good job of running him over, because if she did, he would not come back to come and torment her again. And this man is literally trying to fight this girl. Like, I think he was probably going to rape her, because he was saying that he didn't get what he came for the last time. So now he's back, and let me tell you, Danny fought for her life. Now Preston came, and Preston heard the commotion and was figuring that, oh, she's probably with somebody. But thank God Preston did come back, and Preston helped, get him off Danny, and they fought a little bit, and he called the police. No, I love how gangster Danny is in this season. She's always been down to earth, but I love her, especially in this season. I like the revelations that are coming forth for her, and I like that she's changing as well, in a good way. Now, her and Preston's situation, there was a point where I said that they should just leave each other alone. They obviously do have a strong attraction for each other, and Mindy is willing to give up Preston to say, go where your heart wants you to go, and which is for Danny, but Danny is not having it. I mean, I would feel the same way she's feeling, because you basically put it in front of me like, if you don't choose me, I'm gonna choose her. Like, what kind of ultimatum is that? That's not nice, right? And then you took that same ring that you offered her and you gave it to the next person. Like, it gets confusing, and it doesn't do anything for her confidence. Remember back in season 1 where Danny had a little issue with her self-esteem? It doesn't do anything for her when you have this white person that you're offering the life and then say, if you don't tell me yes, then I'm gonna go ahead and marry her. Like, it's not doing anything for her. I think your approach is completely wrong, but I absolutely do want to see you guys together. Like, I'm a Destin fan. I want to see him and Danny together. They just have to figure it out. They have to start over and start dating again without moving so fast. Remember, Preston was living with her and all of that. They have to take their time, start over, date, and then see if that's actually what they want to do. That's the direction I'm hoping that they take before they go in a full-fledged relationship. That's what I'm hoping for. Alright, so let's move on to the next scene. Now, listen, I don't care what you guys say about Maurice. Maurice is hilarious. So Calvin comes over to tell Sabrina about what happened with Q and Maurice and the gun. Q got shot and all of that. So Sabrina is shocked and all. So Maurice then walks in. Maurice is telling the story, and Maurice is bringing it back. You know, when you're watching those black and white movies and you're like, picture it. It was nice. Or even if you watch Golden Girls, when I can't remember her name, the lady from Sicily, when she's telling the stories, why can't I remember her name? When she's telling the stories, and she's always like, picture this, Sicily, 1966. That's exactly how Marie starts the story. Maurice is hilarious, but I understand where he's coming from, where he's completely upset with Q. And even though Q has nothing, he's determined that he's going to take everything from him. So Maurice is like, well, I'm going to take half of nothing then. Because Q has tormented this man for so long. If Q knew that he didn't want all of that, like I really thought that he was gonna go for Maurice. That I honestly got tricked as well, because I thought he really liked Maurice and I thought they were gonna be together, but apparently not. So Q completely tricked Maurice, and he tricked me as well, because I was rooting for him. I was hoping that he would get a chance. But Maurice is not taking anything seriously. Maurice is determined that he's going to mess with Q, and I understand where he's coming from. So he's also telling Sabrina that Sabrina needs to call corporate. Corporate is saying that they're on leave. Now, as Maurice, the leaves are on tree. They definitely got fired. They're just saying leave until the investigation is complete. So whether they get arrested, it won't fall back on them, or if they get if they're not arrested, then they can't sue them for judgment or whatever they can sue them for. So I completely get that. But Maurice is not taking this serious, and he's not stopping until Q goes down. And I agree with him 100%. Go get him, Maurice. He deserves everything that is coming to him. Q deserves everything that is coming to him, because he's put some people through some shit, and he deserves what's coming to him. So we're gonna move on to the next scene, which is basically Zach and Fatima. Oh, how the tables have turned. Do you guys remember back in season 2 and 3 where Fatima used to cook for Zach, and when he come home he would never see him eating? Like, this is what is happening now. Now Zach is the one making breakfast, making dinner, and Fatima is literally like never eating. She says the breakfast gives her heartburn, and I can relate to that. He's just not a good cook, but it's the effort that counts. He's waking up way before her, and he's making her breakfast while she's getting ready. It's the thought that counts most of the time. Because Zach is on his husband thing, right? He's on his husband duty. But he's basically having a conversation with Fatima, letting her know that he wants to officially be introduced to Michael, his son. And he's going to call Heather, set up a timeline to when they can meet, where he can be introduced to Michael as his son, and he's asking Fatima to join him. Now, I was a little skeptical about the whole meetup with Heather, but Heather is just money crazy. She's money crazy and crazy, but she's more money crazy, and that's all that counts to her. So Zach calls her, trying to get time set up. She says that she just come from work and she's gonna need some time to sleep before she can come over to formally be introduced to Michael. But he is listening to the information that she's given. It's not adding up, because she sleeps, the baby's gonna be in the house by himself. I mean, I'm sure there's a stove in the house. I'm sure there's probably a fireplace in the house. Like, it's completely not safe to just have a child there while you're sleeping. And I understand being a single mother, don't get me wrong. She's probably gonna have to lock him in the room to keep him safe if she wants nothing to happen, because I completely understand, as a single mother, these are the things that we have to do. So probably lock him in the room, and then she can go to sleep and get a couple hours, and then she'll be able to wake up and take care of him again. That's what I'm hoping. Cross my fingers, and I hope. But Zach wants to meet his son, and I'm happy for that. I'm glad that he's ready to, be a part of his life and not. He's kind of scared that Michael's getting the same treatment that he did from his mother, and he's probably in a bad state. So he's kind of scared for that. But Fatima is reassuring him that, listen, when we get to that bridge, we would cross it, and let's just pray for the best right now. So speaking of Fatima gets a call from Tamara. Tamara wants to take Hayden for everything that he's got. Now, if we go back a second, Gary and Hayden are on the phone. They're basically talking about the whole Robin situation. I'm glad for the fact that Andy is over Gary's bullshit. Like, she said it to him. Is it that every man I work with, or every man that shows interest in me, you're going to try to take over their business, or you're going to try to take them out? Like, it makes no sense, Gary. Come on, leave the situation alone. If that girl doesn't want you, they're plenty of girls there that want you. I mean, you're fine. You're fine, and you make good money, so you really have no problem finding a woman. Just give Andy a break. Like, this situation with you and Andy is just not going to work out. So back to what I was saying before the whole Gary situation. So he's talking to Hayden and he's like, Hayden, have you vetted this girl? Do you know this girl? Do you know anything about the background of this girl? Hayden does not want to hear it because Hayden is either whipped or in love, but he's falling hard. The same situation with Fatima. So he's getting some good, and now he's all in love and he wants to get Tamara work and everything. Tamara has other objectives. Tamara is just after the money, nothing else. Because she called Fatima and to let Fatima know that, listen, if we play this right, like I can get a whole more, because this man wants to marry me. He wants to put a ring on it. He wants to go all out. And that's what Tamara is after now. I'm going to feel it for Hayden, even though Hayden has done so much shit. I'm going to feel it for Hayden when it comes out that Tamara is not who he thinks she is. Like, he's going to feel it. I know he's going to feel it because Tamara is coming for him for everything. And I think they're gonna get married. Don't say, don't quote me yet, but I think they're gonna get married. Now their situation is just weird because Gary is trying to look out for him, but he's not having it. He's not listening. He doesn't want to hear that at all. I mean, they're really no different from each other. They see these women, they go after them, and they feel like they control them. They don't want them to have any other person in their life, any other men in their life. So they're not really far apart, Hayden and Gary. They are not really far apart. So the last scene we see where we get the cliffhanger is Pam. Pam is in the car vibing to some music and Aaron calls. Now Pam doesn't want to hear anything from Aaron because the whole situation with the lady that showed up that was calling him John, and Pam is in her feelings about it. Pam is gonna be Pam. Pam is gonna be funny. Pam is gonna be extra. Pam is going to be Pam. But they have a little conversation. Erin is asking for Karen, and Pam basically tells him that if she's not answering, she doesn't want to talk to you. But then Pam gets the shock of her life when she shows up and the salon is completely burnt. Well, it's not burnt down, but it's burnt. So it was on fire, and that's where the episode ends. Now, if I missed anything, guys, tell me in the comments if I missed something. And I know by the time some of you watch this, it's probably after all the episodes have passed and we know what's happening in the future, but we're going to go ahead and want you to fill me in the comments if I missed something in this episode, and tell me if you enjoyed this episode. I mean, season 6 is not doing so bad. It's a lot of drama. I thought it would be less drama this season, but it's not. It's even more drama, more revelations. Persons are finally standing up to others. Persons are finally looking into themselves and showing their growth, showing changes. And I like the only person going backward right now is Zach, and I want to fight Zach, because Zach has been pissing off people all season. This is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and leave a comment. I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, like, share, leave a comment, and check out all the other videos on our channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.